Yes, hello guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the biggest challenges agent faced. So we know to be a football agent, you have to work hard and also negotiate, do a lot of deals with football clubs. So we're going to be looking at the challenges they face and how they handle those challenges. So, but before we go ahead, I'm called Gaucho Brian, FIFA licensed agent, and I'll be taking you on this. And most of you guys who know me, most of you guys who have been listening to my videos know that I'm always here to help you guys. So if you're around, then this is the time for the day to go for it again. So first, everyone on the live stream, those watching and those who are going to watch the video later, when you watch, try to always learn something from it, because I'm here to always give you guys the knowledge for those who are in sports, who aim to be like sporting director, football agent, technical directors, whatsoever, general in the football club, and also information about FIFA, the rules and regulations, all those details I try to give you guys on this platform. So first, I will go with the normal thing, as I always ask, what does a football agent do? A football agent negotiates contracts. I'm going to just put that basic because I think most of you guys here know. A football agent negotiates contract. A football agent help players sign endorsement deal. A football agent can also help a young player develop his career. So there are a lot of things a football agent do that actually help a player. Okay, so we're going to look at the importance of networking. The first thing we start to look at the importance of networking in the football industry. That's the most important thing, because if you can have a FIFA agent license and if you don't know how to network, you're going nowhere. So how do you network? So the first thing is, I'll give a basic example. So if you want to network with a specific club, don't sit home and just call them and sit home and think that everything will work. Try to go and watch, let me say, the games of that club. If they're playing a 4-4-3 system, you learn to know they're playing 4-3-3 system. You try to study what are the weaknesses and the difficulties that that team is facing. Then you start doing your background checks on knowing players that you can sign. When you're in contact with that club, and so how do you get in contact with that club? Because probably most of you guys are going to ask me this. The thing I will say is, start going to that club that you're networking. If you have a chance, if it's a nearby club or whatsoever, find a way into that club by watching their training sessions. When you watch training sessions, you can come up with a phrase like this. After the training session, you just go and tell the coach, it was nice watching. It was very nice watching the training session. But if I may ask, there's the system you use there. I just wanted to know, what do you do this regularly, or is it just for this specific upcoming game because of the opening? So there you are trying to build a bridge. So there you see the coach is going to open up and try to give you some details because he knows you have been watching the training session. So this is how it goes. Then from there, now you start picking up communication with him, and when you're coming to watch the training, you just go and watch the training and always say hi, try to build that reputation. And when you get contact with him, this is how you come up. You say, okay, probably you have also been noticing, you said now after some time build, then you, because you're an agent, you also be working with players. You come up and say, okay, the last game you played, I discovered that probably you are struggling at the right back, but I have this right back. Can you just check it and see if it fits your system? Because this is an offensive player. This is an offensive player. I think maybe me watching your training regularly, I thought this might be a good solution. Just check and see. So someone that if he notices that you have been watching the training, he's going to give you that ears, listening ears. And when he sees that you're presenting him a good player, that is the beginning of your relationship with him that you are going to build. Because trust me, as an agent, as you're also trying to bring players, they are also looking for players, but they are looking for the good and right players. So, but the communication now is how you package the communication. You cannot just go the first time and you say, and you take your phone, maybe you're sitting someone and ring the coach. Hi, I'm Brian. I am a football agent and I have a right back that is very good for your team. No one is going to respond to you because you have not built that communication, and that you have not built that networking skills. I mean, that network with or you have not built your connection. That's what I want to say. Your connection. So you need to do that to be able to connect. So I'll give you an example of myself. Last year, I was moving around watching football teams, various clubs, and there's this professional team in Finland that actually I used to go there and watch the training session. But after when I finish, I always try to have a conversation with one of the coaches and like that. But I was learning just what they were doing because I used to enjoy watching their training session. And just by learning in natural, I built a connection with the club. So you see, so now when I go there, they already know that I am going there. They already know that this person is always here. So you see, so this is how it all started, and I got used to the staffs there, and I keep in contact with them. So this is how you can. This is a very important way because when you're networking with people, when you're on phone, due to the way the nature of life, due to the way the world is, it's very hard for you to keep communication because that person hasn't seen you. The person don't know you, even if you exist or you're a robot behind behind the keyboard. So it's important you actually go and network so that people can see you, exchange contact. Okay, the next thing is let's move forward. The next important part that we will speak on. So how agents help players get professional contract. So from just following up from what I've just been speaking. So with this, when you have networked and done this, you can help the player you are. I mean, the player you have been also working with on background and propose him to this club. And there you can start your network by getting a contract for that player. I'll give you an example. There's a top George Mendes that we all know was not an elite agent from the beginning. He started from scratch. George Mendes ran a nightclub in Portugal, but because he happens to meet Nuno Espirito Santo, who is the coach of Nottingham Forest now, who was a goalkeeper, he helped him negotiate his deal to Deportivo de la Corona in Spain, who was back then a very good team in La Liga back then. And because he negotiated this contract, it opened him the doors for other people. So when Nuno Espirito was in the club, he had to introduce George Mendes because he was his agent to other people, and that was how he built his network. So this is your first player can always lift you up. So you have to remember that you have to get that deal. The next, biggest challenge that agent face is finding top talent. So how do you discover top talent? So when you are from scratch, there are two types of there are agents who have already made it and the agents who are starting. So I'm going to talk about the agents who are just beginning. When you're starting from scratch, you have just gotten your license. To find top players, they don't believe you at the beginning. They need a track record. The agents need to be looking like, the players need to look like how many deals have he signed. So the first thing is you have to take a lot of convincing to bring them. You have to, and for you to do that, you have to start from the grassroots level. You have to go to those young academic 16 to 18, 20 years that haven't yet been playing at the elite level that they are working with this big agent. You have to walk up to them, talk to them, and tell them that you can make them know that you can manage their careers. So this is one of the most important things that you have to do to them. You have to talk to them, give them knowledge, and also when they accept you, you try to see their parents because their parents are the most important thing. When a player says that you are trying to know his parent, he knows that you are genuine because he sees that okay, you want to do something with him. He knows that you're not just coming to look after, let's say, his money or whatsoever, or that you are trying to come and make him sign for you. Then when he signs, you get a lot of huge percentage. But when you start involving his parents, because he knows that okay, you want to build with him also as well. So where you find top talent, start from the unknown, the hidden gems. We call them hidden gems. Try to go to the various academies when they are playing football games, whether the under 16s are playing the under 18s. Try to watch the games. From there, you're going to, when someone is good, you say, you can come and say, good player. I mean, good play. For example, I like to see you play. I'm going to come next week just to see you play. Are you playing again next week? Yeah. And from then you come again next week and you say, that's nice. You're really impressive. But do you live here? How are your parents? All those things. I would like to talk to you about your parents. I'm an agent. I would like to just see you and have a chat with you. Yeah, you go from there and build network. And when you see his parents, if he says, and it goes from, or his guidance, it starts from there. So, and the next biggest challenge that agents will face, negotiations. As an agent, you have to also, or as agents, you have to learn how to negotiate. You have to learn to know that what is the right deal and what is the deal to move away. The right deal is you have to always know that you have to calculate everything that can make your player focus on playing football. I give an example. If you're handling a player's contract, because that player relies on what you talk with the club, you have to make sure that that player, when he's playing, he is in a good condition to be able to play. So anything you make sure you negotiate well. So another thing is that you can also check my ebook if you have not seen. If you wish to learn about negotiations tactics of an agent, you can check my ebook and also learn how to do these skills, apply it, because I have a book on this also. And also the finances. Top agents also learn how to manage finances of that's another challenge. But top agents also learn how to manage finances of players they manage. They try to tell them that, okay, football is a short career. You have to learn how to invest so that in future you can use the money for certain things. So we call it save for rainy days. So you have to learn to start investing, whether it's whatsoever business you might want to do, so that tomorrow you might rely on that business rather than spending a lot of money on cars, and tomorrow you don't have those things and then you become struggling. And then the next thing I will also take the agent also face is building trust with players and clubs. So building trust, of course, as I spoke with players and club, it takes time. So that is a thing that you have to invest your time going there regularly. The people to see you, be familiar with the people. Don't speak on phone and the person say, yes, I will welcome you, and then you just sit. It doesn't work like that. You have to be present. So those are the few challenges that I thought I could give people. And to be a successful agent, you have to know the importance of a strong network in football. That's one thing to be a successful agent. So to be a successful agent, networking is a big key. The amount of people you know are the people who are going to help you. Understanding FIFA agent regulation and licensing requirement is very important, because when you're negotiating, these are the things you are going to be using to back your negotiation skills. Signing the contract and everything, you are going to know the percentages, all those little things that happen to you. These are the things that you're going to learn. So these are things that you can, as I said, you can also check my book. It helps also on a lot of this. I've made a book. It's on my ebook in my LinkedIn. If you go to my LinkedIn, you can find it there. So those were the few things I wanted to give you guys. And if you have questions, you can always leave in the comment section. And if you have anything concerning the exam, drop me a message or shoot me a message on my email, those who have, and I'll respond to you guys or you all anytime soon. So that's it for today for this video. Thanks for listening. Talk to you tomorrow and see you again here tomorrow. Take care. Cheers.